Story 1. The Possessed Doll. In the early 1970s, a young girl named Donna was given a Raggedy Ann doll by her mother as a gift for her birthday. Donna, a nursing student living in a small apartment with her roommate Angie, was delighted with the gift and placed it on her bed as a decoration. However, it didn't take long for the doll to start behaving strangely. At first, it was small things. The doll would be found in a different position than it had been left in. Donna and Angie thought nothing of it, assuming it was just being knocked over. But soon, the movements became more pronounced. The doll would be found in different rooms entirely, with no explanation for how it got there. One evening, they found the doll kneeling on a chair, a position it couldn't have held on its own due to the way it was made. Puzzled and increasingly frightened, Donna and Angie began finding messages around the apartment. Scrawled in childish handwriting on parchment paper, the notes read, "Help me and help Lou," a friend who had been visiting the apartment frequently. The final straw came when Lou, who had always felt uneasy around the doll, had a terrifying experience. He had a vivid nightmare in which the doll was crawling up his body, trying to strangle him. When he awoke, he was certain it wasn't just a dream, as he had scratches on his chest. Frightened and desperate for answers, Donna and Angie contacted a medium. The medium conducted a seance and revealed that the doll was possessed by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins, who had died on the property before the apartments were built. The spirit claimed she felt comfortable with Donna and Angie and wanted to stay with them. Out of sympathy, Donna gave the spirit permission to inhabit the doll. However, the incidents grew more sinister. Fearing for their safety, Donna and Angie contacted the renowned paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens quickly determined that the spirit was not that of a young girl, but an inhuman demonic entity that was using the doll to create chaos and fear. The Warrens took the doll and had it placed in a glass case in their occult museum, warning that it was extremely dangerous. To this day, the Annabelle doll remains locked away, serving as a chilling reminder of the dark forces that sometimes attach themselves to the most innocent of objects. Story 2. The Devil's Footprints. In February 1855, after a heavy snowfall in Devon, England, residents awoke to find a series of strange footprints in the snow. The prints appeared to be hoof-like and stretched for over 100 miles, crossing over roofs, rivers, and high walls. They seemed to have been made by a bipedal creature, as if something with cloven hooves had walked through the entire region during the night. The phenomenon was immediately dubbed the Devil's Footprints, and panic spread throughout the towns and villages. The footprints were consistent in shape and spacing, suggesting they were made by a single entity, but their path defied all logic. They went through solid walls, across rooftops, and even appeared on the other side of obstacles without any indication of how the creature could have managed such feats. Speculation ran wild. Some believed it was the work of the devil himself, while others thought it could be an elaborate hoax. Natural explanations were proposed, such as an escaped kangaroo or a hopping mouse, but none could account for the footprints' peculiar characteristics and extensive distance covered. One of the most unsettling aspects of the mystery was the way the prints seemed to lead directly to and from homes, as if the creature had been peering into windows or attempting to enter houses. Families were terrified to leave their homes at night, and many doubled their efforts in prayers and protective measures against evil. To this day, no one has been able to explain the Devil's Footprints. The event remains one of the most enduring and eerie mysteries in the history of England, leaving an indelible mark on the folklore of Devon and continuing to fascinate and terrify those who hear the story. Story 3. The Cursed Movie Set. In 1982, the horror film Poltergeist was released, quickly becoming a classic. However, the film's success was overshadowed by a series of tragic and eerie events that led many to believe the set was cursed. The most well-known and tragic incident involved Heather O'Rourke, the young actress who played Carol Ann. In 1988, at the age of 12, Heather died unexpectedly due to complications from a misdiagnosed intestinal issue. Her death shocked fans and added to the lore of the curse. But Heather was not the only victim. Dominique Dunne, who played her older sister Dana, was strangled by her ex-boyfriend shortly after the first film was released. She fell into a coma and died 5 days later at the age of 22. During the filming of Poltergeist 2: The Other Side, Julian Beck, who played the malevolent preacher Cain, died of stomach cancer at 60. Will Sampson, who played the Native American shaman Taylor, died shortly after the film's release from complications related to a heart-lung transplant. The bizarre and untimely deaths of cast members weren't the only strange occurrences. Crew members reported unexplained phenomena on set, such as equipment malfunctions, objects moving on their own, and eerie sounds. Some claimed that real human skeletons used as props in the first film brought a dark energy to the production. One particularly chilling event involved JoBeth Williams, who played the mother, Diane. She recounted how every night after filming, she would return home to find the pictures on her walls crooked. She would straighten them, only to find them askew again the next day. Steven Spielberg, the film's producer, and others involved in the production have downplayed the curse, attributing the tragedies to coincidence. However, the numerous deaths and strange occurrences have cemented the legend of the Poltergeist curse in Hollywood history. To this day, the Poltergeist series is remembered not only for its terrifying plot, but also for the real-life horror that seemed to surround its production, leaving a legacy of fear and mystery that continues to intrigue and frighten.